Hello everyone and welcome back to our European Journeyman series with Monaco. Now today we are kicking off our second season after committing ourselves to the club for at least one more year, possibly two. We have got the strongest possible team I think you can have in this game. I mean, maybe we could improve the left back, possibly a new defensive midfielder for Bakayoko. Otherwise, I think this team is as good as it can possibly get in the game. And I'm very happy with the way it's shaping up so far. Last time out, we destroyed PSG 4-0 in the Trophy des Champions. And we're going to kick off our league season today against Guingamp. And then we'll be taking on Marseille, Bastia, Saint-Etienne, Caen and Lorient as we seek to make it 6 wins and a perfect episode. For this game, it's the exact same team that beat PSG 4-0. I have no reason to change it whatsoever. It's still fresh, and I'm expecting it to get a few goals against a newly promoted side. Lewis Cook onto Bernardo Silva. Fabinho's got a lot of space to whip a ball in, and he does to the back post. Lamar's header comes to Bernardo Silva, who's hit the post. Corner from Lamar. Sent into the back post. Cook was going for it, but the keeper's claimed it. 35 minutes in, we've still not been able to break down this team. It's Nguesson onto Petrucci. Now Verde. Bringing it down the left flank. Loses it to Fabinho. Now Cook onto Bernardo Silva, who spins the defender beautifully. He's taken it to the byline. Pulls the ball across. It's come to Pineda. Can he shoot? It's cleared away. Lewis Cook into Morata, now Bakayoko. Cook finds Bernardo Silva, out to Fabinho, ball in, and Lamar is there to find the back of the net and make it 1-0. Verde on the ball, finds Mooney. Now it's Fiore onto Petrucci. We need to be careful here as Blast puts the ball back and it's slotted in by Arbogast. It's 1-1 and we've got 12 minutes to try and find a winner. Otherwise we're going to be dropping points in the first match of the season. Corner from Lamar. Into the near post. Comes out towards Zeka. We've still got about 10 minutes to try and find this winner. Bakayoko through to Vallejo. Now Castellano. Ball's come for Lamar and it's saved so well by De Janeiro. He is keeping his team in this. He's made 9 saves today. Lamar's corner. Cleared by the first man. Pineda back in. Now Castellano back to Pineda, whose effort is saved again by De Janeiro. Ball on to Zeka. Over the top. 1 minute of added time left. Mbappe back to Ramirez. Now Castellano to Mbappe again. Ball spread wide to Zeka. He whips it in. And it's there. It's Alvaro Morata who justifies his huge transfer fee by making it 2-1 in the 92nd minute, the final minute of added time, securing us our win in our first game of the season. It's a deserved win, there's no doubt about that. We have managed to finally break them down enough and get the points. That means that we do start with 3 points and we don't fall off the pace in the first match of the season. Well, away against Marseille, we are going to try something a bit different using the away formation. We're going to play with Boris starting for the first time alongside Morata, who got the winner in our first league game of the season. Lamar backing them up in his perfect position. Castellano, Cook and Pineda are the midfield 3 with Zeka, Pereira, Vallejo and Fabinho the back 4. Free kick, edge of the area, Lamar in. It's come to Vallejo, whose header is stopped by a flying caper. Vallejo sends the ball forward to Fabinho. He's taken it out wide. Finds Pineda in a good position. Ball over to Castellano. He sends it back to Cook, who finds Fabinho. 3 to aim at. Morata in there. Makes it 2 goals in 2 league games. Castellano onto Lamar. Ball back to Lewis Cook. Castellano again. Finds Lamar. Now Boris is in on goal. He took his time. Placed the ball into the top corner and made it 2-0. Marseille with a free kick. It's Keita. Sends the ball out wide to Petric. Now Suso, who caused us a lot of problems last season, and he finds Berahino, our former player at Valencia, who makes it 2-1. Kepa with a long kick forward. Header won by Vallejo. It's come to Boris. He finds Zeka. Now Pineda. Bringing the ball forward. He's given it away there, Pineda. Fortunately, Vallejo cuts out the ball. Cook to Fabinho. Lamar, dropping a lot deeper. Still going, Lamar finds Boris, who's found the bottom corner as well. A beautiful finish by Boris to restore our 2-goal lead. Corner from Lamar. Sent into the middle. There's a foul in there from Patrick and we've got a penalty. I think it should be Boris on this penalty to try and get his hat-trick. Don't think he's scored a hat-trick for us before. He might have got one last season. Boris steps up and he does get that hat-trick. It's 4-1. A hat-trick on his first appearance of the season. And we've absolutely demolished Marseille. Kepa sends the ball forward. Berahino tried to win it. It's Boris who's got the ball though. He sends it back to Lamar. Now Pineda. Good position for him. Finds Boris again. Does lose the ball. Vallejo wins the header though. Now Navarro to Rodrigo. Fabinho's won it back. Little fight between those two players. It's Castellano with a lot of space in the middle. Brings it forward slowly. Finds Boris. All the way back to Sufache making his debut. Pineda to Castellano. He goes for goal and he's snuck it into the bottom corner for 5. Well, there's the full-time whistle. We've beaten Marseille comprehensively in the end. A 5-1 victory. A hat-trick for Boris as well. And we set ourselves at the top of the league. Well, for this match away against Bastia, we've got a bit of a makeshift defence going on because 3 of our players have been involved in a random international fixture between Brazil and Argentina, the Superclásica de Americas. And it means we've lost 3 of our back 4. Which is absolutely crazy, that we're so impacted by a match between 2 international teams on the other side of the world. But there you go. It means Vallejo is going to be at right back with Sidibe at left back. Ramirez and Glick have both come into the centre with Nezovic in goal. Castellano, Cook and Pineda and Lamar, Boris and Morata are all retaining their positions from the last game. No changes there, but we just need to make sure that our defence stays solid in the absence of our 3 key players. Bakayoko on the ball. Plays it forward to Lamar. He sends it over to Castellano. Ball back to Ramirez. Now Sidibe to Castellano. Ball through to Lamar again. He's got the 2 strikers with him. He plays it back to Bakayoko. He goes for goal and he's found the bottom corner to give us a lead. Having to come on for a slightly injured Pineda. Not big injury, but he's come on in the first half and got the breakthrough goal. Ball spread wide to Gonzalez by Bastia. Sidibe's won it back. Now Lamar can counter. He's got Boris on the ball. Can he find Morata? Instead he plays it back to Bakayoko. Vallejo looking to bring the ball down the right. Plays it into Lamar. Ball on to Boris. Ideal position. It's Castellano to Sidibe. Boris again. Slips it back for Sidibe. A good save from Laker. Augustin looking to counter-attack as he's beaten one of our defender. Beats another and forces a good save from Nezovic. Lamar with a free kick. Dinked into the middle of Castellano. It's come out to Lamar again. 2 at the back post to aim at, but he's fouled by Bodega and we've got a penalty. Lamar's going to step up to take the penalty with Fabinho not in. And Lamar, it's saved, but it's just touched into the back of the net by Laker himself. He really should have stopped that one and kept it out, but it's 2-0 now. Glick on the ball. Plays it back to Nezovic, who pumps it up the field. Now Lamar has it. Forward to Morata. Boris plays it back to Castellano. Now Cook in that deep area. Boris to Morata. Slipped into Boris again, who cracks it in for 3-0. And the points are all secure. There's the full-time whistle. It's a good 3-0 for us in the end, away from home as well. Keeps up our perfect start to the season and means that we're top of the league. With everybody playing the same number of games, PSG have already lost a game. They are down 3 points behind us, just 3 games in. Well, for this game against Saint-Etienne, we are playing with Morata, Mbappe and Lamar as the front 3. Castellano, Pineda and Cook are in midfield. And we've got our 3 defenders back, which means we're back to our strongest back 4 of Zeka, Pereira, Vallejo and Fabinho. Fabinho with the throw-in, straight to Pineda, now Castellano. He goes for goal and Castellano has found the bottom corner just 45 seconds into this match. An excellent strike. Cook picks up the ball. Now Pineda. On to Castellano. He swings it over to Lamar. And the header has gone into the back of the net. Thomas Lamar with a fantastic header there for 2-0 inside 5 minutes. Zeka to Castellano. Now Pineda finds Morata. Turns the defender and he's found the top corner as well. Pinto got a hand to it but couldn't keep it out. Lamar with the corner into the near post. It comes to Castellano. He finds Mbappe and the ball is deflected into the back of the net. It's an absolute rout today. 4-0 just 13 minutes in. Thomas Lamar bringing the ball forward. Plays it on to Morata. He's got Mbappe making a run, but Poli gets across. Vallejo wins the ball now. Castellano finds Mbappe. Back to Pineda. He's got space in front of him, but instead it's come across to Mbappe, who finds Zeka. 2 in the box to aim at. Morata at the near post. Makes it 5-0. Pereira looking to build from the back. Plays it forward to Castellano. Now Mbappe. Forward to Morata, who's on a hat-trick. Back to Pineda. Castellano. Morata. Ball over the top for Mbappe. He's beautifully weighted. He finds Lamar at the back post, and it's 6-0. Well, this has been totally destructive from the team today. 6-0 it's going to finish. Saint-Etienne without a single shot on target as we completely destroy them. There's no other way to describe it. Fantastic performance from the team. Castellano getting man of the match. And it means we are now 2 points clear at the top after 4 matches. Well, the Champions League group draw is here. If we just put out the first group of names in the pot, there they go. We're currently in the second pot, so we're with the likes of Real Madrid, Dortmund, Atletico Madrid, Man City, and Spurs in there as well. So it doesn't really matter who we come out. Obviously, CSA Moscow or Dynamo Kiev would be ideal. Shakhtar Donetsk get Manchester United. Now Barcelona we want to avoid, and Leverkusen get pulled into that pot. Now, I'd like Moscow, but that goes to Spurs. We can't get PSG. Dortmund get them. Juve I would like to avoid, and that's Real Madrid, Juventus. That's a big draw. Now, could we come out against the European champions and our former club, Benfica? Here's the draw, and it's gone to Man City. We avoid that one. Now, we want to avoid Bayern as well, and we have, which means we get Dynamo Kiev, probably the best of all of the lot. Now, this round have just pulled out Milan, but we could pull out Valencia in this tie. Sporting as well, a big club. Porto in there as well, but no teams in there that would find us struggling against. Valencia pull out PSG and Dortmund. Leicester join the group of death with Juventus and Real Madrid. Ajax in with Benfica and City. Porto into a very tough group with Bayern and Atletico Madrid, which means we get Zenit St. Petersburg, and we are doing very well on this draw. If we just finish out the draw, we'll see Celtic go in with Benfica as well, and we get Rapid Vienna. That is probably the easiest Champions League group I have ever seen in my life. Given we were the second team, to have these lot come out is absolutely incredible. I'll take that happily. Thanks very much. Now, there is a bit of transfer news to tell you about. I know I said I wasn't going to do much more, but I felt the need to do something. And that was signing Thiago Maia, the third Benfica player this season, and the fourth since we came to the club about 12 months ago. Thiago Maia was an absolute steal. We got him for £18 million. He's much better than Bakayoko, can still develop as well. And to be able to bring him in, I have sold Bakayoko. He's gone for £6 million to Al Nassr, which is, I don't even know where that is. It's in Saudi Arabia. So Bakayoko's gone off to Saudi Arabia. We brought in Thiago Maia instead, who's a much better player. And it means we've spent £153 million this season. And our team is looking even better than ever. Well, there is no Thiago Maia for this game away against Caen because we've got because he's on the bench, but we've got another slight problem in that we've now gone over the number of non-EU players available, because obviously we've already got Pereira, Fabinho, now Thiago Maia in there, Pineda in there as well, and it means that David Ramirez has had to be unregistered for the league, which is a bit of a blow because he's such a good player. But all of the other players are more essential to the team and what we're trying to achieve. So he's had to be dropped, and I think he's going to have to dip into the reserve squad because he's not going to be able to play for the squad, which means we might need to look at bringing in another defender unless we trust Sufashe to do better and Nikitovic to come in and play in the defensive central defensive area, which I think is my preference at the moment. We've maybe got some other youngsters who we could promote to do a job if we need them, but I think for now this will be the team. And away against Caen, we're going to be using the away formation. No major surprises. Castellano, Pineda and Cook are the midfield three, but everywhere else it's our strongest possible 11. Mbenge sends the ball in but gives it away to Pineda. Now Boris on the ball, finds Lamar. Ball over the top's very well weighted for Morata, who brings it under control and keeps his run going. 4 arriving in the box for him. He pulls it back to Fabinho instead. Now Cook to Castellano. Into Lamar. He goes for goal but saved by Capino. Pineda on the ball. Out to Zeka. Pereira to Pineda again. Now Lewis Cook finds Lamar. Fabinho. Just cutting through players in the middle there. Lamar's got it. Now Morata on to Boris. Capino with another good stop. Ball swung in and Nezovic can't keep it out. Juve with a follow-up effort has fired it in and we've been pegged back by Caen. We're now 1-0 down. Lamar finds Morata. He's got Boris up there with him. Morata taking it to the right. It does go past one player but it's then cut out by the defence. Pineda to Fabinho. Cook across to Castellano, finds Boris. He sends it back to Pineda. We need to get a goal soon. Cook to Morata. Finds Fabinho. Back to Cook. Patient play. Castellano to Pineda. Cook. Lamar. Finds Boris, who can't beat the keeper. Throw from Fernando to Nicham. Now Juf. Into the middle for De Angelis. Ball over the top. Vallejo cuts it out. Nicham though, onto Guillam. He's tackled by Cook. Lamar to Morata. Boris on his left. 3 backing him up in midfield. Instead he uses Fabinho. He's got people to aim at in the middle. Comes back to Fabinho. Ball in. Morata at the near post. Gets the equaliser. That's 5 goals for him already. Fabinho's throw finds Pineda. Pereira onto Zeka. He plays it in the middle for Lamar. Ball on to Boris. Now Cook with a bit of space. Finds Fabinho. 3 in the box to aim at, but Mbengi gets a good tackle in. Fabinho still gets the ball in. Boris still can't beat that keeper. Fernando's throw. Cut out by Pereira. Ball put in though, and we've conceded again. Just 3 shots by Caen, and they've scored 2 goals. Pereira plays the ball on to Cook. Now Fabinho. He plays it into Lamar. There's Morata. Slips into Mbappe. And he has found the bottom corner. We've got 30 minutes to try and find the winner. Malay. Forward to Ferreira. Ball cut out by Zeka. Now Mbappe can counter. Finds Morata. Ball forward towards Fabinho is a terrible one. And we've given away the ball. Now Trinchal continues to charge down the left. Are we going to concede again? We are. Malay makes it 3 goals from 4 shots for Caen, and we are behind again. Lamar with the corner, finds Bernardo Silva. He has a strike and he's found the bottom corner as well. I was sure we were heading for defeat today, but Bernardo Silva has saved the team and made it 3-3 in the 90th minute. Into the last minute of added time now. It's Caen on the attack, which makes me quite nervous. The ball is finally cleared out by Vallejo. Pineda all the way forward to Mbappe. There is time for another goal here. It's Cook, finds Morata. Ball sent wide, but Fernando gets the tackle in and stops the left back from getting the ball. Now it's Vallejo who does find Sidibe. He plays it into Lamar. Bernardo, good position. Ball just comes to Lamar again. Now Bernardo back to Pineda. Get it into the box. What are you doing? There's the full-time whistle. It's finished 3-3. An incredibly undeserved result. I'm going to tell the players they were unlucky because they really were. 3 goals from 5 shots for Caen. We had 24 shots, 15 on target and only got 3 goals. And that is just the way this game goes so often. This league is really frustrating for that. I think it happens more here than it did in Portugal. But it means it's finished 3-3. And with one more game to play, we are now just 1 point clear at the top. The final game of this episode is at home against FC Lorient. With the other side of the international break and the transfer window, there is no more news to tell you about other than Thiago Maia, who is going to start today in his first appearance. We have rotated things a bit after a draw in our last game. If we win today, we will go back 3 points clear at the top because PSG drew the match they played earlier. So we're going to play with Boris, Mbappe and Bernardo Silva as the front 3. Castellano, Cook and Thiago Maia are in the middle with Zeka, Pereira, Vallejo and Fabinho the back 4. Nezovic in goal. A lot of players are not quite fit enough to play today, such as Morata, Pineda and Thomas Lamar after the international break, but they will come on as substitutes if we need a goal. Castellano's free kick into the near post for Pereira. It comes straight back out to Castellano. He plays it over to Fabinho. Thiago Maia to Cook. Ball stolen by Hastenberg. Now Bar. He's hit Boris. Bernardo across and Mbappe's there. Brilliant reactions from Boris and Bernardo. Finding Mbappe on the other side of the box, who does give us the lead. Cabo on the ball. Finds Haller. He's gone for goal and he's hit the back of the net as well. It's another game where our shooting has been horrendous and it's 1-1 now. Fabinho with the throw into Lamar, who's come on as a sub. He finds Lewis Cook and he's hit the woodwork. Mbappe's still there with it. Tries to put it in. Pineda has put his header over. We've got 5 minutes to try and find the win here. Well, time is pretty much up. Just 20 seconds left as Lamar has an effort easily saved by Leconte. That is it over for this game. 21 shots, only 6 were on target. That's the reason we haven't won this. We're really struggling to get the goals still, despite bringing in Morata. I mean, Morata didn't really play today. He came on as a sub. But we still failed to get the win, and it's just not good enough. It means that we are still top by only 1 point. Level on points with Caen actually now, but PSG, the main competitor, is still 1 point behind us. We are still unbeaten. It's not been the worst episode, but we've dropped points against teams we should be beating quite easily. That's what's really frustrating. And it means next episode, the Champions League will kick off against Zenit. Then we'll take on Bordeaux, Stade Brestois, Lyon, and then Rapid Vienna in the Champions League before facing Nantes at home in the league. So we need to get some more wins, especially against Bordeaux and Lyon, who are going to be quite difficult opponents. In the Champions League, I'm expecting us to get through quite comfortably, so we need to be focusing on the league for this period and hopefully try and build up a bigger lead than 1 point over PSG. But that is going to be it for this episode. Drop a like on the video if you have enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more. But until next time, see ya!